Good day, magandang umaga. Good evening, magandang gabi. Dear panelists, I am Corpuz from 9 Pearl and I am going to present to you our video defense from Group 2 City Crusaders. So, let's start with the overview where we can find the parts or the information we are discussing. In this part, we have introduction, background of the study that contains the problem, why we did this study, our purpose in doing this, and our objectives. Also, we have research problem or questions. We also have the methodology where it contains the results, data gathered, and the materials we used, the challenges we encountered, and the solution to the problem. Last but not the least, the recommendation, and the conclusion or final thoughts. In today's world, automation is playing an increasingly important role in making our lives easier and more convenient. SDG 11 aims to provide a sustainable living to the city and also communities. A sustainable city has the characteristics of having a disciplined and convenient land of living. But discipline is not anywhere. Some people keep the environment dirty by not using a proper disposal bin. That's where our problem enters the environmental pollution. Because people find that touching a trash can lid inconvenient when disposing waste, especially in environment where hygiene and cleanliness are concerned. One simple yet example of automation is hands-free trash can. A hands-free trash can allows to throw away trash without touching the lid. By using Arduino and electronic materials, a hands-free trash can will be created. The hands-free trash can addresses two important factors, convenience and hygiene. It provides an easy way for individuals to dispose of trash in environments like kitchens, offices, schools, or public spaces without needing to touch a potential dirty lid.
In this generation, where science and technology are advanced, AIs can do everything that can be solved through the help of technology and able to overcome various problems that arise in everyday life. Example, the problem of our government, even communities, where there is still a lot of garbage scattered in the surrounding environment, even though they posted reminders announce about keeping the environment clean and they have been told not to do it. But with the help of Arduino, we can solve problems within the house. Like an innovation called automatic hands-free trash can, where it can help the people who lack discipline disposing of their trash. How so? With the help of this innovation, we can aspire to use this innovation because people are curious about new things happening every day.
Presenting to you our group information and research questions.
This research aims to number 1, promote hygiene and cleanliness in environments like kitchens, offices, or hospital where cleanliness is important. This hands-free solution helps ensure that users don't transfer germs from the trash can lid to their hands. Number 2, operates automatically. The trash can operates without manual use. It opens when you approach and closes when you move away, saving time and effort. Number 3, educational value. Wielding the hands-free trash can provide an excellent opportunity to learn about Arduino, ultrasonic sensors, and servo motors. Number 4, environmental impacts. By automating the trash disposal process, users may be more encouraged to dispose of waste properly, reducing littering and ensuring.
The purpose of our study studies is that the hands-free trash can bring together technology, convenience, hygiene, and education to one another. This project also introduced the potential for smart technology to improve the way we interact with common household items. Given that pollution is everywhere, causing health problems to others, so touching a trash can lid also gives contact from germs and bacteria that will harm people. By using this idea, we can prevent or help our waste management and give them ideas that by using this innovation, we can help both the environment and health problems. The benefits of having this innovation can make your daily life easier. We can use this in school, like inside the classroom, so that students or teachers will not go outside the room just to dispose a piece of trash.
Presenting our scope and limitations.
Using the prototype design of GARBOT. GARBOT's physical design is inspired by the game called Among Us because we noticed that the base is similar to the body of a character in the game. Also, it was designed as a game character because we want some children to have interest in the prototype. It is created to make a unique style different from a plain trash can. That's why it has many colors in it. And in order to successfully create a prototype, we also need to use materials and tools for them not to be easily destroyed.
In this part, I will discuss the different uses of the electronics we use in the project. The first and most important part in Arduino Uno, an open source and user-friendly electronics platform for making electronic projects for beginners and professionals. Jumper wires are used to connect each part of the sensors in the Arduino Uno to make connection. The 9 volts battery is used to power up the motherboard and sensors simultaneously. Ultrasonic sensor is used to detect emotion and gives notice to the servo motor when to open the lid in the prototype. Last but the least, a rocket switch. It is used to open and close the motherboard and sensors to balance the power used in the battery. Lastly, servo motor is a type of electric motor that can rotate or move to a specific position, speed or torque based on an input signal from a controller.
Scissor, for cutting cardboards and papers for the base and design. Cutter, we used an illustration board in some parts of the base to make them less fragile, but the illustration board is hard cardboard that the scissor we used can cut through rough materials. 3. Glue gun, to bond cardboards, papers, and also the sensors together in the base.
We have wiring diagram. Here we can find where and how we connect the jumper wires to each sensors to the Arduino Uno.
During the testing of the functions, limitations, and power of the prototype, we also did a lot of changes in the code because sometimes it doesn't work well, and also rearranging the wirings. After a lot of changes, we noticed that the battery, which is 9 volts, can only be used in a day or two. And the reason is that the Arduino and the sensor consumes power simultaneously. Correspondingly, the size of the prototype is made of cardboards and also has a small size. The motive of the size of the prototype is that it only used in a room, inside of a classroom, or in the offices for only one worker. It is for limited use only, meaning it can only handle small trash like crumpled papers, small cans, and plastics. And about the wires, sensors, it is advisable to place them in a less messy way because the jumpers connected to the Arduino Uno, servo motor, and ultrasonic are easily removed, which causes problems with the connections and power. Lastly, we noticed that in the actual testing, it can only function when it detects motion at least closer than 20 centimeters, meaning if you are far away more than centimeters, it will not open the lid for you.
For the limitation, the prototype
must have a 9 volts battery because the electronics are using the power simultaneously and it consumes a lot of power. Also, this must only be used in the office for one employee, for school faculty, for a desk, and inside the classroom because the prototype is small and can only hold a piece of papers, small cans, and plastics. It is not applicable for trash that has a liquid in it because the prototype is made of cardboard that it becomes fragile when it comes to water.
For future changes for individual will create this prototype, we would like to share some recommendation. This is something that we encountered during the making for GARBOT. Always start the budget. Budget is important in making an invitation because you need tools, electronic, and materials to start this. Not a known budget can lead to daily is creating invitation. Also start planning with everyone. Every team as a member, every member as different option. We must plan the time management, the time we will start making and budget.